EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Denver Broncos. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Let go.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, box drop. Shoot.
Locke now on 1st down. He completes this to Sutton. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. Looks pretty evident what they want to do, the same connection to start the game on back-to-back throws.
Well, when you've got a big-time target, you've got to go to him. The flip side is, shouldn't the defense know that? They should be better prepared.
Absolutely. They're going to have to step up and in a hurry. Locke now on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And I do believe this is going to line up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
This is taken at the 15.
Let's go. Do it.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
A gain there of 21 yards.
First down.
On the
First
set.
and 10 at the 47-yard
55.
line.
Go on. Come on, D. Switch.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Go. Get it.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Ready.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Deshaun Hamilton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare him to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Ready? 45. Mike, 45. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw again on 2nd down. Locke. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. And that seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time. As you mentioned, a ton of trust, and he knows how good his guy is. So to him, it wasn't up for grabs. To him, it was a big play waiting to happen.
4 yards on the pickup.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A tight one. 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready, set. Hey, high 7.
Watch the screen. Pass. Check.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke, open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Topper! Get it!
They'll run with Lindsay. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3.
70, Indy.
I got you.
Hey, orbit.
There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Check, 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 check.
Ready, ready.
Block now on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Go!
At their own 26-yard
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. On first down, Pollard. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he cut, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 30-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Jackson now. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. This is Geis. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and run with their fullback. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
The tackle made by Kareem Jackson. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. To throw is Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. I got you, boy. On the ball. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Now it's Jackson. He gets this one to Johnson. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
It's a gain of 15, but it's third down.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down.
45, Mike, 45.
From the gun, Jackson buying time, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Tyree Jackson, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead.
18, Redskins 14.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
55. Smith. 55's Mike, guys. 55. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him.
Clock will try again on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw it is Locke. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Locke now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
Throwing on first down is Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Get the ball. 49, check 49, check 49.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Going to run again here with Pollard. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
And it's third down. We got 4.
On third down, Jackson. Able to find his running back, Geis. And out across midfield down to the 45. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line.
First down, Redskins.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Here's Pollard. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Check safety, check safety.
Throwing is Jackson. He wants it all for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
You draw Corker.
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Down. 60 yards.
Hey, eat. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike.
Here's Locke to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
at the 28-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Here's Pollard again. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Justin Simmons on the tackle. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Check number 6.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. $12 yards on the return that time. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Five.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. Got a man open. It's Sutton. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On deck. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Ready?
Lock to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6. 5.
On 1st down, Lock. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brought down back to the 27.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy.
Target.
Big grip.
On 3rd and long, it's Lock. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Say. Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer, handing the ball.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Redskins have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On second down, it's Lindsey, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Lindsey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
60 Pittsburgh.
55. I'm coming after you.
Hey, exit.
55 is mine, guys. 55. Check tight end. Check tight. Check tight.
On second down, here's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. So minutes after giving up the lead in the 4th quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now a pass hauled in downfield and way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Washington.
45 is mine. 45. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Jackson from the shotgun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jordan. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point 4th quarter lead. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
The throw right sideline here is complete. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jordan. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos are close to finishing off this football game. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
You ain't going nowhere. Get it.
Here's Lindsey. And he's got Rome. There he goes left side. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. They go play action now. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time.
And he comes back with one complete. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Here I come.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 4-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Broncos, the win is a good one for morale, but little else as they move to 3-8. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Washington, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.